Hi, this is Richard Fernandez of the Belmont Club. Today, we're going to look at why Facebook has a 10-year plan to provide internet access to the whole world. It's their answer to the problem of how you harvest the intellectual resources of billions of people. Facebook's 10-year plan revolves around giving internet connectivity to everybody, but on its terms. There's a clear business case for doing this, since Facebook makes its money selling targeted ads and charging clients for data on what people are thinking. The more people they can gather under their network, the bigger their product can be. Because most of the additional growth potential is in the third world, the only way to bring them into the fold is to provide them with the connectivity they lack. This strategy has been criticized as a scheme to target the poor by providing restricted internet access and making Facebook the gatekeeper, thereby violating net neutrality. All the same, who can resist free? In May 2015, Facebook announced a free basics platform open to websites that met its criteria, a kind of closed garden. Facebook's free basics will not be the only one of this type. Google has a similar project called Project Loon, which will deploy a high-altitude balloon network operating in the stratosphere, where the position of the balloons can be controlled by adjusting only the balloon's altitude. This would allow countries to avoid using expensive cable, thereby greatly increasing internet usage in developing countries like Africa and Southeast Asia. What does Big Silicon get out of it? First, they can potentially listen to everything you post or say and understand it all on a scale that only a computer can achieve. Mark Zuckerberg told U.S. Congress that Facebook would increasingly rely on artificial intelligence to catch hate speech spread on the platform, but it can only do this by understanding all speech. Second, they can empty the contents of billions of minds on the planet into their machine learning systems. Machine learning is a field of computer science that gives computers the ability to learn, progressively improve performance on a specific task with data without being explicitly programmed. Data is the key. At the dawn of the field of artificial intelligence, it was predicted that achieving machine vision would take only a summer. They were off by half a century. Evidence suggests that major AI breakthroughs have actually been limited by the availability of high-quality training data sets, without which algorithmic advances would have nothing to work upon. This chart suggests that while algorithms are necessary, alone, they are insufficient. The decisive breakthroughs came only when enough data became available for machines to sink their teeth into. If true, this hypothesis implies future progress in AI requires high-quality training datasets to achieve an order of magnitude speed up. But overtly collected datasets are only the beginning. Getting into your mind is a top priority for anyone who really wants to get at the information. Facebook has a team of engineers working on building a brain-computer interface that will let you type with just your mind without invasive implants. The team plans to use optical imaging to scan your brain 100 times per second to detect you speaking silently in your head and translate it into text. The goal is to eventually allow people to type at 100 words per minute, 5 times faster than typing on a phone, with just your mind. Whether you want that capability is another story. In the coming decades, billions are going to be swept into the system by large-scale wireless connectivity expansion into the third world. For the megacities, there will be high-speed wireless networks. In outlying areas, the vast interiors, and sparsely populated places, there will be stratospheric drones and communication spacecraft in orbit. The UAVs, in particular, will be marvels of technology. Robot aircraft with huge gossamer wings, powered by the sun. To most people on the ground, especially in the third world, it will be nothing short of magic. But maybe the real magic is in the consumer minds, in the myriad facts, skills, and secrets we collectively possess. By providing the connectivity, Big Silicon stands to gain the use of much of the knowledge of a whole world. Human computation, crowdsourcing, data mining, collective intelligence. There's one fly in the ointment. Does Big Silicon have an actual right to that immense value? Suppose people who have the data the machines seek to harvest actually own it. What if the companies profiting from user-generated data had to pay you for it? What if each user got to decide whom to sell their data to and at what price? The private ownership of data, not government protection of data, may be the really radical idea of the 21st century.